He sold vegetables on a broken cart. No one respected him. No one even looked him in the eye. Yet when the richest man in the city fell from grace, it was this poor seller who stood tall, because true strength has nothing to do with money, and everything to do with character. In a noisy town full of traffic, ambition, and selfishness, there lived a man no one noticed. His name was Riaz, an old man in his late 60s. Every morning, just before the sun rose, he would pull his handcart from a dusty corner of his broken home and fill it with whatever vegetables he could collect from nearby farms. They were never perfect. Some were too small, others slightly bruised, but he arranged them with care, like treasures. Riaz wasn't just poor, he was invisible. People walked past him every day, never saying hello, never asking how he was doing. Some even laughed at his slow walk and worn-out clothes. Children would giggle, "There goes old Veggie again." But Riaz never frowned. He never raised his voice. He simply smiled and replied, "Allah gives what is written. I just carry it with gratitude." Just across the street, a giant supermarket stood like a castle. It was owned by Shahzaib, a powerful businessman with wealth, charm, and a voice that echoed across the market. Shahzaib didn't like Riaz. He thought the old man made the area look poor. Once he even told the municipality to move his cart away. But Riaz just shifted to the corner quietly, without complaint. Because in his heart, he believed something far greater than revenge. Respect isn't taken. It's earned, slowly, silently. One day, a teenage boy named Hamza sat near Riaz's cart. His eyes were full of anger. "Life is unfair," he said. "People with money get everything. People like us get nothing." Riaz looked at him and offered him a small carrot. "Eat," he said. "Anger is hunger with no food." Hamza didn't smile, but he ate it anyway, and that became their routine. Every day, Hamza came back, and every day, Riaz told him something wise, not from books, not from religion, but from experience. "Work with honesty, son, because when no one trusts you, your truth will. Be kind when no one is watching. That's when kindness is real. Don't chase money, chase peace, because peace never leaves you hungry." Hamza started to change. He helped Riaz arrange the vegetables. He smiled more. He began to believe that maybe life wasn't unfair, just misunderstood. Then came the storm. A massive scandal broke out. Shahzaib was accused of cheating his suppliers, manipulating prices, and hiding debt. Overnight, the man who owned the biggest store in town lost everything. His name was all over the news. Customers disappeared. Employees resigned. Friends avoided his calls. Shahzaib, once proud and powerful, walked the very streets he once ruled. Alone. No one would help him. No one, except one. Under a dripping tin roof, Riaz stood with a kettle of tea. He saw Shahzaib drenched, ashamed, shaking. Without a word, he handed him a warm cup and a dry shawl. "Why are you helping me?" Shahzaib whispered. "I humiliated you, pushed you away." Riaz simply said, "Your cruelty was yours, but my humanity is mine." That night, the richest man and the poorest man sat together on a cracked pavement. One lost his empire. The other gave from his heart. Months passed. Shahzaib never rebuilt his store, but he rebuilt himself. He started working with farmers, donated quietly, taught young kids business ethics, and every weekend he sat beside Riaz's cart, just listening, learning. Hamza, too, bloomed. He started his own fruit cart next to Riaz's, clean, honest, and full of love. He hung a sign on it that said, "Respect, not riches." Then, One foggy morning. Riaz didn't come. Hamza waited. Shazaib came searching. The town went quiet. Riaz had passed away in his sleep. Peacefully. He left no property, no family, no inheritance. But he left behind a changed town. That day, the market closed. Not for a celebrity, not for a minister, but for an old man who had nothing in his pockets and everything in his heart. Hamza took over his cart. He didn't replace the old wooden sign. It still read, "Allah gives what is written. I just carry it with gratitude." This story tells us that true greatness is not about money, titles, or popularity. It's about how you treat others when you have nothing to gain. Because long after the money is spent, the respect you earn through kindness remains.